Yo guys, what is up and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another special review for you today. We've got the review on the mid-icon Patrick Vieira card. Now this goes out with a big shout out to my mate Greek G, who let me use this player on his account. We're going to go through the player, his detailed stats, clips, summary, all that good stuff. Before we get into all of that, if I could ask you guys to please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you know when I upload, and like that comment down below to show some love for Greek G. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So guys, this is the team that we used Patrick Vieira in. We played him in a 4-4-2 with that Kevin De Bruyne. Please do check out that review. Guys, first impression of this card, sensational defender, absolutely brilliant, the best defensive midfielder I've used this year. 6'4", medium height, work rates, right footed, 3-star swing moves and 3-star weak foot. Now the only thing that's weak there is that 3-star weak foot. I wish that was a little bit higher, but overall still pretty decent considering how simple you keep it with this card. In terms of chemistry style, guys, we had a shadow on him. However, I do think you can mix it up in terms of chemistry styles with this card and really use it to the fullest extent if you want him to be a bit more attacking. Key pros of this card, guys, of course, the defending stats, and the key cons are his agility, of course, and the balance a little bit off there, but otherwise pretty decent in every aspect. Even the speed is fantastic on this card. Finally, getting into the traits, he's of course got the leadership trait and the power header trait. He's a very strong, capable midfielder in the middle of the park, and it was so much fun to use him, especially in combination with that De Bruyne. Finally, that's the icon profile. You guys can read that in your own time. Without further ado, we're going to get into some of the clips that we got with him. So guys, getting into some of Patrick Vieira's clips. And what you guys are going to see, two things that are absolutely fantastic about this card in the main. And the first thing is his passing range is really great for a defensive midfielder. He has great passing and great capability in that department. And the other thing, of course, as you guys just saw with that interception there, is his defending. Now guys, this player is so strong, so powerful, so capable in the midfield. He honestly is the best defensive midfielder I've used this year by a long shot. The combination of speed, power, capability, just to be able to transition between the defense and attack, or just to play passes like that. I mean, you don't expect that out of the Patrick Vieira card, and I think that was what was so fun. Even guys trying to take you on off kickoff to try and get those kickoff goals, Vieira's having none of it. And because of another thing, guys, something intangible about this card, which is actually really fantastic, is his length. Now Vieira's length is crazy, and you guys can see a number of interceptions where he just gets a foot or a toe in the way, and it just allows you to recover the ball very easily. And that's something that's so underrated about this card, because of the speed that he has and he can move at, and the ability to just get in the way just the slightest bit, means that this card is absolutely fantastic at defending in all aspects, especially the interceptions and the tackling game. There the player gets past De Bruyne, no getting past Vieira there. He's strong into the tackle, really clean as well. Now there were a number of players that we came up against as well. It's not like these are all against easy players. Greek G is a 2,200 plus game player. In terms of he is in Division 1, he's a very good player. So these are all great players that we're coming up against, and you can see what Vieira is doing to those players as well. Generally, the higher quality teams will be in that part of the FIFA game as well. You know, you're coming up against players like the Team of the Year Brunos, like R9s, like Pele's, like Maradona's, Messi's, the lot of them, and Vieira was just dominant against all of them. I don't think there was another defensive midfielder that won a duel against him either. I really do think that this guy just managed to snuff out any danger that we had when it was coming towards our goal. Guys, another thing I want to say as well is that although this card is primarily for defending, he's not incapable of attacking. I would say the dribbling does hold him back slightly, but as you guys can see, his passing and link-up play is sensational, and that allows him to really just play these kind of passes here, the long ones in behind that you can then chase down with your attackers and get goal-scoring opportunities with. And it's that capability to be able to turn defense into attack that makes this card so much more fun to use than any other card that I've used so far, is that he's able to just turn and run with the ball once he wins it back, or play an easy pass and get your attack going straight away. Overall, guys, I was thoroughly impressed with this card. There really isn't much else I could say about it. His heading was sensational as well, especially off goal kicks and corners. There you guys can see a tackle on Bruno Fernandes. Now you guys can see my reaction to that, because I've played against Bruno Fernandes a couple of times and he just floored Bruno and took the ball away from him. There again, a lovely clean slide tackle there, and getting the free kick there, not losing the ball. Great amount of strength as well. In this final clip here, guys, you guys are going to see another lovely bit of defending and play. And in this clip here, guys, you're just going to see more of the same, except now we're going to see a goal here. He plays the ball through to Johan Cruyff there, make a lovely run there, getting in behind on the defense, and a lovely finish into the back of the net. So guys, getting into this final Patrick Vieira summary, 4 million on the PlayStation, 2.9 on the Xbox, 5.4 on the PC, so not a cheap card at all. Guys, what I would say about this card is I don't even feel like the 3-star held him up that much. I thought he played absolutely phenomenally. The key stats, of course, just look at those defensive stats. The 90 interceptions was really key for me. I thought that was a really big part of his game, using that length and that power to just get in between defenders, make interceptions, make those tackles as well. Standing tackle at 90, as well as that strength at 89, stamina at 90, aggression at 90. He really is winning almost every second chance that comes his way. In terms of the cons, guys, of course, we have to mention the agility and the balance. He is a bit stiff, ever so slightly, guys. You could remedy that with a different style of chemistry style as well. I don't really feel like you maybe have to boost the defending, but the shadow certainly does help him. And especially considering it's only 86 defending on this card and not the highs of the prime icon, maybe that is the best way to go. And that would be my recommended chemistry style for this card, guys. If you put the shadow on, all of a sudden his pace is ridiculously fast and his defending boosts up to a ridiculous level across the board as well. Of course, guys, similar players, you're going to struggle to find any similar players to this card. I don't really think there's anybody you can really put in there. Zakaria may be the most similar shout in terms of players to Patrick Vieira, but I really do think this guy is in a class of his own with the length, size and capability that he has. Even the Zakaria can't really compare in terms of the overall game to Patrick Vieira. Finally, guys, in terms of linkability, you've of course got a bunch of links to French icons as well as French players across multiple leagues, so really nice linkability in there as well. A really fantastic player overall in that department as well, just for putting into your team and building some nice hybrids around too. Finally, guys, my recommendation as to whether you should buy this card or not. If you can afford this card, I would 100% recommend it. I know a lot of people won't be able to afford this card. Neither can I, to be fair. I can't buy this card and keep him in my team, but this is one of the best cards I've used this year, and it has been on every year pretty much. Patrick Vieira has been one of the best cards since he came out. It's a sensational card, and if you do manage to get him in your team, guys, don't let him go. Keep him, or if you're going to sell him, you know, you'll get a nice chunk of coin for him, but still a fabulous card to have in your squad. Hope you guys did enjoy this review. If you did, please do smash that like button, and until next time, I'll see you all in a bit.